EFT Weekly Brief. We are on week 2 of this new cycle, complete with all our new tracks that we have, the hard charger and the on-ramp being the 2 big new ones. Week 2 is covering August 12th to August 17th, Monday, August 12th. It's our upper body strength, pull-up improvement, and short conditioning day. Our upper body strengths, we went from a horizontal press. Last week, we're going to go to a vertical press this week, and we're going to go for a 2-rep max. So again, it's kind of a conjugate strength training, power training this cycle. So a lot of building up to a max. So strict press, overhead press, 2 reps. Do your best not to bounce out of the bottom in between reps. And again, I think I mentioned it last week, take as many sets as you need to find your 2-rep max. I have 5 sets listed in the app, but if it takes you 3 to find your 2-rep max, then it takes you 3. If it takes you 10, then it takes you 10. Rest as much as you need to in between to find a true 2-rep max for the strict press. And then we have our strict bodyweight pull-up progression. It's going to be EMOMs throughout this cycle, so every minute on the minute. This first week of the progression is going to be 8 minutes. So every minute on the minute for 8 minutes, you do 3 pull-ups, but on the last set, you do a max set. So you do max reps on the last set. So that means you start a clock, and at 0, you do 3 pull-ups, and you let the clock run. However much time you have after your 3 pull-ups to rest, you can rest. And then when the clock hits 1 minute, you do 3 more pull-ups and you're letting the clock run. Do that throughout, and then on that 8th minute, on that last round, you're doing a max set. Do them strict, but if you need modifications, if you can't maintain the 3 pull-ups for every minute on the minute for 8 minutes, and as it progresses throughout the cycle, if you can't maintain it, then of course use bands, or you can add a kip and do more of an eccentric pull-up. Multiple ways to scale it as needed. And then for our short conditioning on this Monday, August 12th, 21-15-9 power cleans. So we're really introducing power cleans more so this cycle, but if you aren't technically proficient at power cleans, then you have sumo deadlift high pulls you can do, or you can do hang clean high pulls as a sub. The weight on that's going to be 135 or 95 pounds, and that's in the patrol ready cycle. In the hard charger cycle, it's going to be more weight. In the on-ramp cycle, it's going to be less weight. And then we're going to pair that with dips. Use what you have for dips. If you have a bench, a chair, a Roman chair, other dip bars, use what you have. 21-15-9 power cleans dips. All right, August 13th, Tuesday, we're going to build to a 2-rep max deadlift. Again, as many sets as it takes to find there. Then we have some accessory work for the lower body, some hypertrophy work really. But rear foot elevated split squats are also known as Bulgarian split squats. 2 sets per leg, 15 reps. It's a lot of reps. That's why we're keeping the sets down to 2. And then we're going to superset that with unloaded Cossack squats or Cossack squats. What you'll do is do your right leg, training to near failures for 15 reps, near failure with whatever weight you need. And then immediately with your right leg, go into Cossack squats where you're only going to your right side. And then you rest as much as needed. Then you do your left leg, Bulgarian split squats or rear foot elevated split squats. And then your left leg, the Cossack squats. For our conditioning, it's our sprint conditioning day, Tuesdays. In 5 minutes, you're going to run 400 meters. And then with any remaining time, you're going to do an AMRAP of 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats. So full send on a 400-meter run. All right, you got a 5-minute clock. Full send on a 400-meter run, and then just basically, you're going to be out of breath. You're going to have a high heart rate. Just get right into the calisthenics. Just grind through those calisthenics as many rounds as you can. Your score is going to be total rounds completed of those calisthenics. Wednesdays are EFC Active Recovery Day. Thursday, it's our Power Endurance Day and our Moderate Duration Conditioning. So we have power cleans, build up to a moderate to heavy weight, whatever that is for you. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's why it's more generic. It could be based on how you're feeling on any given day. Build up to a weight that feels moderate to heavy. And then you're going to do 6 times 1 rep every minute on the minute. So it'll be a 6-minute EMOM. That's with the power clean. You can sub sumo deadlift high pulls or hang clean high pulls, some other lower body explosive movement. After that, we're going to do the same thing with push press. So we got more of a lower body and pulling motion, and then we're going to go into a upper body pushing motion or movement. Push press 6x1 with a moderate to heavy weight every minute on the minute. And then for our moderate duration conditioning, 4-time 400 meters walking lunges unloaded. And here's the kicker. So 400 meters is a quarter of a mile. You're gonna do walking lunges for a quarter of a mile, unloaded, no added weight, but every 2 minutes you drop and do 10 push-ups. So however long it takes, every 2 minutes that it takes for you to complete the quarter mile walking lunges, you gotta do 10 push-ups. That's the kicker. The recorded score for that is gonna be for time. Tactical bodybuilding is going to be the same, or Flex Friday is going to be the same as last week as far as reps go. The exercises are going to be changed. So the exercises are now different, but we're still in that 15 rep range. So we some notes on Flex Friday, because I just haven't mentioned in a while, and this may be your first time watching these briefs. The point of Flex Fridays is hypertrophy, to build muscle. If you want to build muscle, you need to train at or near failure. What near failure means is within 3 reps. So you're within 3 reps of reaching true muscular failure, or you get there at that 15th rep. So if you are, you find yourself on your first set, you do 15 reps and you're like, I had 5 more in the tank, then you need to up the weight, bump the weight up. Next week, it's gonna be the same exercises as week 1, but the the reps next week is gonna be 12. So again, for hypertrophy purposes, for training in general purposes, progressive overload, we are going from 15 reps with the same exercises and taking those to 12 reps. We need to bump the weight on the 12 reps. If you can't bump the weight because of equipment limitations, then you can spend more slower tempo, longer eccentric, longer concentric movement. Still just training to failure, you can do that. Even though the reps are lowered, you can keep the same weight and still get yourself to failure if you slow down the tempo enough. Any questions on that, let us know in the chat. And then August 17th, Saturday, our tack sat. We have our L-agility drill and then into some speed work. We're going to start with 2 100-meter sprints and finish with 2 400-meter sprints at or near max effort for all 4 efforts. Pacing may be different because of different distances, but that intensity should be the same as far as you are running as fast as you can for that distance. So if it's 100 meters, yes, you're running faster, but the intensity is high for 100 meters. For the 400 meters, same thing. You're going to be running slower than you ran the 100 meters, but the intensity is high for a 400-meter run. And then for our big tactical Saturday workout, 4-time, I'm going to hear about this one. 4-time, 1 mile run, 50 burpees, 1 mile run, 50 pull-ups. Your tactical skill integration is going to be to memorize a series of letters and numbers that I provide for you. And then you take 5 minutes to memorize those before the workout. Do the workout, at the end, attempt to recall. Even if you are unsuccessful in that recall, just the mere attempt is going to help improve that memory recall ability. So don't skip it. That's an easy one to implement. No added equipment needed. I give you the numbers, the things to remember. Just get those in. Any questions, let us know in the chat and Train Heroic, or you can email us, particularly Coach Jack at coach@effective.fitness. We are here for you if you need anything. Let's have a good week of training. Take care.